In a single picture that has split the internet, the Foro Italico was hosting more than just tennis. It was staging a silent struggle of wills. On the clay of Rome, Eala and Aryna Sabalenka never faced off. The cameras discovered something different even though their paths did not intersect during the draw. A fleeting moment, a quick glance. A conversation so delicate that the majority of onlookers missed it until the video went viral. From across the practice courts, the world number one, who had just won handily, was observing the Filipina. Her expression was more akin to recognition than appreciation or disdain. The tennis community erupted with one question after the pictures appeared on social media. What is happening between these two? The Foro Italico's practice courts in Rome on May 11, 2026, and an unexpected moment. I'll set the scenario for you. The Italian Open was getting close to its peak. Fans crowded the main stadium to witness the third-round games, but the true drama was taking place on the practice courts, where players were getting ready for their fights or dealing with their losses, away from the bright lights. The world number one, Aryna Sabalenka, had just wrapped up her own practice session. She had come to Rome as the reigning champion, the clear favorite, and the lady who had already won 3 titles this season. She had easily won her first 2 matches, defeating Barbara Krejcikova 6-2 and 6-3 to go to the third round because of her unrivaled strength and unwavering confidence. She was drawn to the Philippine flags and Laban's chanting as she passed the Pietrangeli court. The 20-year-old from Manila was getting ready for the most important match of her clay season, a third-round showdown against world number 2 Elena Rybakina. When Alex's intensity reverberated off the clay mid-step, Sabalenka halted. The moment was caught on camera. Her face changed. It was something the cameras had never seen before, not rage or frustration. Identification, computation, and evaluation. For a few minutes, she observed Eala warming up. Her gaze tracked the Filipina's movements, observing her confidence, timing, and feet. She just watched without grinning or frowning. At first, the photographer didn't give the picture much thought. It was merely a picture of a player observing another player. It occurs frequently at competitions. However, the response was swift and intense when the picture appeared on social media. Take a look at Sabalenka's face. It's not an accidental observation, that's researching arrival. She is aware. She is aware of Eala's impending arrival. She is aware that the future has here. The princess is being warmed up by the queen. This is the torch being passed. More people saw the picture than any match highlight. T had received over 30 million views on Instagram, X, and TikTok in a matter of hours. Opinions, feelings, and irrational conjecture turned the comments area into a fight. Allow me to take you inside the heated controversy that followed the widely shared photo of Aryna Sabalenka watching Eala on the internet, as it demonstrated how drastically the dynamics of women's tennis had changed. Sabalenka was seen in the original picture standing at the practice court's edge with her arms crossed and an enigmatic face as the Philippine flags waved in the distance. Eala was in the background, mid-swing, completely focused. Analysts and fans started analyzing every element right away. Take a look at her eyes. She's not merely observing. She is studying. She's afraid. She is the top person in the world. Why would she be afraid of a 38th ranked player? Since she is aware of what is about to happen, because she senses the energy, hears the chanting, and sees the flags. It's not a rating, it's a movement. The argument extended outside of tennis circles. The topic was picked up by major sports publications, with titles such as, "Is Aryna Sabalenka worried about Eala and the Queen watches the princess?" What does Sabalenka think of the Filipina celebrity? Some supported Sabalenka, claiming that it was normal for a great player to monitor a budding star and that she was just observing a possible future opponent. You're making too many assumptions about a picture. All she is doing is watching tennis. Players act in this manner. Others perceived something more profound. Sabalenka has faced the world's top players. She has dealt with Rybakina, Goff, and Swiatek. She's never given them the same attention as she gave Eala. It's not an accidental observation, that's acknowledgement. Context fueled the dispute. Sabalenka and her coaching staff got into a furious argument during a match earlier in the competition, which was captured on camera. The world number one was heard screaming, "What are you showing me?" at her squad in the video after having trouble with her. Time. Fans made the connection. Not only was Sabalenka dissatisfied with her own performance, she was frustrated because she could see that a new star was emerging to threaten her rule, that the guard would change, and that focus would shift. One fan commented, "She's not stupid. She is aware that women's tennis is evolving and that she has no influence over it when she observes Eala's actions, the spectators, the flags, and the chanting." Aryna Sabalenka was all business on the court. She was quite different off the court, and a single social media conversation revealed more about the world number one's thoughts for Eala than any widely shared image could. Let me explain the paradox that has fans perplexed since Sabalenka's post-tournament actions were Unexpected. Sabalenka was seen observing Eala in the widely shared pictures with a look that many saw as calculating, icy, or even menacing. The world number one was portrayed on the internet as the antagonist in a rivalry that had not yet begun. However, an event occurred that did not align with the story. Sabalenka used social media to laud someone else rather than to defend herself or respond to the rumors. Eva Jovic, an 18-year-old American player who shared pictures from her experience at the Italian Open, was the topic of discussion. Throughout the competition, Jovic had practiced with both Sabalenka and Eala, hitting with the Filipina one day and the world number one the next. Sabalenka used a number of endearing emoticons in her remark on Jovic's post: clapping hands, fire, and heart. "I adore this," she wrote. Eala also replied, posting a kind note on the same thread. Subsequently, Sabalenka responded to Eala's comment with a straightforward yet impactful statement that caused the internet to recoil. She used a crown emoji to write, "Queen behavior." Eala was being publicly referred to as Queen behavior by the same woman who had been seen staring at her with an unreadable face. T was a startling contradiction. Behavior of a queen. Social media conversation with 2 words, a crown emoji, and more than 10 million screenshots, analyses, and shares. Let me take you inside Aryna Sabalenka's public endorsement of Eala because the world number one's next move didn't match the story of a champion under threat. Rather, it suited something completely different. Eva Jovic, an 18-year-old American emerging sensation who had practiced with both players at the Italian Open, owned the post. During her stay in Rome, Jovic posted pictures of herself practicing alongside the world's top athletes. Eala was the first to provide a kind comment for her youthful training companion. Then Sabalenka responded to Eala's remark rather than Jovic's initial message. She wrote, "Crown emoji, queen behavior." The internet stopped working. The rumors had been unrelenting for days. Frame-by-frame analysis had been done on the widely shared image of Sabalenka observing Eala. Fans had argued over whether her expression was calculated, icy, or just inquisitive. The story of a queen observing the ascent of a challenger and a champion in danger had become popular. Then it was broken by Sabalenka herself. Not with a news conference, not with a well-written statement, and not with a social media crown emoji. Was Eala just referred to be a queen by Sabalenka? This is the Italian Open's most surprising plot twist. In a single day, she transformed from the antagonist to the celebrity. Iconic actions. Within hours, the comment had over 500,000 likes. Suddenly, fans who had been prepared to designate Sabalenka as the antagonist had to reconsider everything.